Almost made a mistake. I weld the fittings in before the baffles go in. So yesterday I filmed the vlog and it was just a bunch of incoherent clips. I talked about my new welding bay configuration. I cleaned a bunch of parts and dressed them, isopropyl alcohol, and I'll just wipe them down with a paper towel. I broke a tripod and talked about how I was going to fix it. So in an attempt to save the footage of making these Skyline catch cans to the tact point that they are now, I thought it best just to explain what I did do, and we'll pick up today and finish off these products. So here's the R32 catch can, all tacked up, top and sides, and I'm about to make the baffles that go in the front and the filter cradle. So the next step with these is to fold up and weld the baffles. So the back of these baffles will just get a 90-degree bend in them, and then I go ahead and weld the baffle plates into these pre-cut slots. So next step on these baffles is to drop in these little dividers. Almost made a mistake. I weld the fittings in before the baffles go in. I'm not going to lie, I'm daydreaming about eating lunch right now. So I'll just do a fusion weld across this opening here, so when I weld the fitting on, nothing buckles. So I weld these inlet fittings on from the inside of the tank. So now it's time to install the baffles. We have the main baffle that goes at the front of the tank, and the rear filter holder that goes into the rear of the tank. How do you make that sound exciting? Yay, baffles! see on the inside. Air goes in, hits that diffuser panel. Some turbulence happens and some comes out into the large chamber. The pressurized air will go back through this baffle, back through this baffle, back through this baffle, and then exit through the two breather holes. This filter cradle has the 85 foam in it, which is accessible from the outside of the can, and diffuses any more pressure before the blow-by exits the tank. And that's how the baffles work in one of my R32, R33 catch cans. It's time to load the bottoms. So it's Friday. I'm dropping off products for powder coat on Monday. These two Evo 6 catch cans, the laser cutter did not supply the brackets for them. They were overlooked somewhere along the line. I'm going to make them the old-fashioned way. And by the old-fashioned way, I mean I'm going to cut them out on my CNC machine. This is the sample bracket. Always really tricky on a CNC router to cut a part like this. Especially since I'm going to be cutting it out of scrap material. Fixing the part is the hardest part of machining, no matter what you're doing. So I'm going to try and secure some scrap material to the machine and cut out two of these little brackets. So a bit of scrap MDF as a spoil board, and this is the piece of scrap. I'm hoping to get at least one bracket out of this. I have two bits of scrap the same shape as this. So I'm just going to use the paper method to touch off the tool. Z0. On this I'm taking 0.5mm cuts, so really light cuts. Success! I just need to sand off this lump here before I can put the fitting on. Brackets on, fittings done, ready to go in the acid. So this week was a huge one for me, both work-wise and personally. All my suppliers and the businesses that help me come back online tomorrow. I've got a bunch of parts finished for powder coat and for anodizing that I've got customers, you guys, waiting on over the Christmas break. Big box here, plus there's two in the acid right now that will be added to this box on Sunday for delivery on Monday. I've got a really big order of black Evo heat shields that are really popular that are going in for powder coat on Monday, and next week's going to be a real fun one. So I'm doing my first custom job, which is an R33 Skyline. Fair bit of work going into that, so it'll be nice to show you guys something a bit different than building catch cans over and over again. Even though that's the nature of what I do here, it'd be nice to show you guys a couple of other skills that I have. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.